All right, well, back again. Some of you may remember my last video. I wrecked my Honda Interstate, and stuck with the prospect of looking for a new bike. You got to excuse my gear here. Went for a ride. Insurance company told me basically just go find a new bike. So I started looking around, what kind of bike I want. I'm definitely the cruiser type, just for comfort and, fit and feel and all that. The options I want in a bike, and I was looking around and I started finding bikes with a lot of these big cruisers. Man, some of them didn't have floorboards. They don't have heel-toe shifters. Half of them are still air-cooled, unless you want to go just like gigantic Electroglide and all that. But then I didn't want the maintenance. I wanted something, like I said before, something I could ride. If I want to work on something, I'm going to go buy an old Chevelle. I'm going to tub it, ladder bars and subframe, and 700 horse, But for a bike, I just want something to ride, So I started scratching my head looking around for bikes, what I was going to want. What did I like? I told the guys, I don't want a different bike. I like mine, So I did some digging around, and I found the bike I thought was just going to be perfect, It was liquid cooled, heel toe, had bags, little windshield. I'm going to switch it out, probably put a bat wing on it. But, it had pretty much everything I wanted. I called, I'm like, oh, I can't believe you guys still have this one, They said it was new online, and I'm like, well, how's it new? It's a couple years old. And they're like, no one ever bought it. I'm like, shit, how many miles are on this thing, So she calls me back about 10 minutes later and tells me there's like 30 miles on it. I'm like, oh, well, shit, I'll take it. Ran the numbers and all that. She called me back the next morning. She's like, come pick it up, So I went and did that this morning. Got dressed up. It's about 40 degrees out here. So it's colder than shit. No, we actually had snow yesterday. But being up here, snow disappears quick. But yeah, I got all geared up this morning and headed out. Had my daughter wanted to go, so I had my daughter take me to dealership, finish up 2 minutes worth of paperwork, and get the bike. So I guess I'll show you what she is, what I decided to go with. All right, here she is. A 2015 Honda Interstate. Same fucking bike. Couldn't believe it. Actually, this bike, I had sat on it at the dealership when I ordered my first one, because I'd watched a lot of reviews and a lot of people were talking about the handlebars and being kind of pulled back, and I wasn't sure how it was going to feel. So I went to a dealership and sat on it. Well, I actually sat on this one probably 2 or 3 weeks before I took delivery of my first one. And I was like, well, God, I like it, So I went ahead and placed the order, got the one shipped out to me. That was the one that got totaled. So when my last one totaled out on me, I went back to where I was, went online, dealership, and she was still sitting there. I was like, well, all right, and the whole 30 miles and all that, brand new. So I took it, what I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, holy shit. What are the chances of the one I sat on is going to be the one I was going to end up, buying 6 months, 7 months down the road? But yeah, when it came to what I wanted on a bike, this had it. I'm going to switch out the Vance and Hines. I'll fire it up here in a second. You can hear it. But I'll put the Vance and Hines back on it. It definitely changes the tone just a bit. Not a lot, but shouldn't sound too bad. She could have a little more throat to her, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. Things identical to my last one, same year, color, everything. I thought I was gonna have to put. I was looking around and I noticed it has, I guess from the factory, little battery tender. So I'll probably just reroute it up here where the other one was, so I can get the heated gear, all that stuff. But I mean, yep, there she is. She's brand new. I bought it with 30 miles on it. Rode it down the street. Right now I'm sitting at 45 miles. So, yeah, she's brand new. Which makes it weird because now I got to break in the motor and the tires at the same time. It's about 40 fucking degrees out here. But, hey, it could be worse, you know. But there we have it. There's my replacement. So, all right there, La La Land. I'm out of here. I'm gonna do some riding. You kids have fun. Play nice. Later.